Hey everybody, my name is Deb. I want to welcome everybody to another episode of Just for Deb's RV Transport Adventures. I'm currently in Elizabethtown, Kentucky. I wanted to do this video outside, catch some sun, because I'm tired of being in the building. But yeah, there's no sun happening, as you can see. And my neighbor, which I've come to call the backhoe guy, has been working non-stop. I think he's trying to knock a hill down. Anyway, backhoe all day long. Sunday, he started at 6 in the morning. So I'm freezing. It's not very sunny out here. So I'm gonna take this back inside the building and continue on with my video. So hold on a second, I'll be right back. Alrighty, so I had wanted to talk a little about my first run, my first job, and it was a Tuesday. It was Tuesday, and orientation was in the morning. And I start out by telling you this because I had drove up. Yeah, I've got great English. I had driven up Monday night to be ready for my Tuesday orientation at 8 a.m. because I am not making a 5-hour drive to be somewhere at 8 in the morning. And it was my first time sleeping in the truck. And that was miserable, only because I wasn't used to it. I got a bad back, bad hips, all of that. So sleeping in the truck was really kind of painful. My day started at 6 in the morning, Tuesday. I just couldn't sleep. I couldn't sleep anymore. I was getting really uncomfortable. So, well, let's get this day started. So, equipment check ended up being at 10. Nothing happened at 8. I thought it was supposed to happen at 8. It didn't happen until 10. No big deal. Then we went into the road test part. And then we did the hands-on hooking up of a trailer and what to look for in a pre-trip inspection. Once we're released, I still had some more paperwork I needed to do to turn in. So by the time I finally got dispatched, it was getting pretty late in the afternoon. When I get to the yard, I ran into problems with the unit that I was trying to hook to. I'm not naming names because I don't know who it was, but the delivery people that pick up the units from the manufacturer, I guess, and take them over to the drop yard, somebody let the battery cables drag on the ground. So when I get there, I can't hook my battery up to the cables. So I'm messing around with it, I'm taking pictures, I'm doing all of this. I watched the sunset on A Grateful Universe. That's a movie quote, by the way. And by the time I pull out of there, it's pretty dark. Like, after sunset dark, not just like dusk. I mean, it was pitch black when I got out of there. I didn't have much time left on my logbook to drive, so I decided I knew a little truck stop I wanted to stop at. For those of you who follow me on Instagram, I had posted the photo of my truck and the unit I was pulling, a 30-foot, 3-foot camper. And I knew where the truck stop was, and I knew I wanted to pull in there. I was tired. I was super tired, because I'd been up since 6. Deb doesn't do 6. Deb's probably going to get better at that, but Deb doesn't do 6 in the morning. I'm talking to my husband on the phone while I'm, hands-free, by the way, hands-free. My phone is Bluetooth to my truck, so I can do phone calls and have both hands on the wheel. So I pull in, and I'm looking at my fuel gauge, and I'm down to a quarter of a tank. Now, I don't have the auxiliary, as you can see, I don't have the auxiliary tank on the truck yet. I just didn't have time to get it installed. And for my friends who know me well, half is my new empty. So I'm at quarter of a tank and I'm freaking out. And I pull into this truck stop, man. You know, I'm like, I'm going to get some fuel. And my husband's like, well, you didn't even check the prices yet. And I said, I know, but I'm down to a quarter of a tank. And I just need to get some fuel. He goes, look, you still have plenty of miles so you can go. He said, you haven't checked prices. Why don't you just go to bed, rest, and deal with it in the morning? Because I was trying to use the app to find fuel prices, and it just wasn't happening. I was tired. I said, okay. So I go to bed, and I slept pretty good. Second night in the truck, and I slept pretty good. And so I get up in the morning. I use the EFS app. I know. Don't ask me what EFS stands for right at the moment. I know what it stands for. I just can't think of it. And I checked fuel prices, and 20 minutes, miles down the road was a better price on fuel than what I would have fueled at the night before. So I did my pre-trip. I logged in, and I headed down there, and I got fuel. And the price was better than where I was at, to where I kind of was sitting there after I headed on down the road after fueling. I thought, oh, I am so glad that I waited and checked the prices. And I thought, yeah, never scratch when you're tired. And what I mean by that is, I one time was watching it may have been a documentary or it may have been a show about the Iditarod sled dog race. And it's a several day course. And there's check stations along the way that these racers have to check in at. And there's mandatory rest times. And you have the ability, like if you don't think you're going to be able to make it, or there's something wrong with your dogs, you have the ability to scratch yourself from the race. And the comment was made, I think, by a racer. He says, never scratch when you're tired. Because you pull into that check station, you're tired, you're like, I can't do this, so you scratch yourself from the race. Well, then you get up in the next morning and you're like, well, that was dumb, but it's too late. So I thought, yeah, never scratch when you're tired. My lesson learned was, I was tired. I didn't want to deal with fuel in the truck. Big girl wasn't that hungry yet, but I was just freaking out because that's the way I am. I got some sleep. I rested. Got up in the morning. Checked prices. Got good fuel prices. And I'm like, yes. So I thought I would share that with you because it's really good advice. Never scratch when you're tired. Or, I think you already know what this means. When there's a decision that needs to be made and your brain is tired and you're having trouble dealing with it, sleep on it. Sleep on it, rest on it. You'll feel better in the morning. Probably the brain cells are all refreshed. And you'll be able to make better decisions. And I wanted to pass on that little tidbit of wisdom to you, because it has served me well. Sometimes I need kind of like a slap upside the head to be reminded, don't nobody slap me. I'm just checking to see if anybody's coming in the building. They get a little vocal about I don't know what. They bark all the time. I have no idea. But anyway, yeah, I don't know if they're going to hush. So let me end this video by saying thank you guys very much for watching. It would be super awesome if you subscribe. Yep, somebody's coming in. Oh, it's my mechanic. Anyway, and my financial advisor and my installer. But anyway, thank you guys very much for watching. I super appreciate it if you subscribe, like, follow, share, and as always, I welcome comments. Thank you guys very much, and you guys have an awesome day.